There's a spring in the mountain and it flows down to the town.
From NPR Music and West Virginia Public Broadcasting, with support provided by Bailey and Glasser and by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia, welcome to another Mountain Stage with your host, Larry Gross.
There's a song in my heart, just a simple little tune, but the rhythm and the melody won't leave me alone. Around the world it's just a simple song. This world is turning around, a simple song. Well, thank you so much. Welcome once again to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. And we got a great show for you today. Two folks have been with us before and two new folks. And amongst those who've been with us before, Mr. James McMurtry, one of the greatest songwriters in America or anywhere else. He'll be out during our next hour. And another band that will be out during this hour, the Low Anthem, is back with us, and we're glad that they've come back. They got a new record, too, and it's a great sounding thing. And we have two folks who have never been with us before. Inara George will be out, and she's a wonderful singer and songwriter from out in Los Angeles. But to start us off, a man who makes his home down in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and talk about great songwriting. Yeah, he's one of those two. And he started out when he's a little kid doing some punk and hardcore rock, but then he discovered Steve Earle and got led into a different direction, which also followed Guy Clark and Townes Van Zandt, so you know his sights are very high. He's got a brand new album called Big Bad Love. Brought his band with him. Welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, John Moreland.
Thank you. Arkansas River, Sallisaw Blues. This town never seen nothing like you. They got silver stars for American gods. I wanna be stone, thorn, American rise. Well, I don't own anything, you don't know shit. With your bloodshot eyes giving my black heart fits. There's a neon sign that says Big Bad Love, and a news hanging down from the heavens above. It's no use, God bless these blues. Let's get wrecked and bruised and battered. I need you, come on, burn right through. Honey, show me I'm shattered. Down for the count, long for the ride. Sipping cold medicine, ruining our lives. Summer 940 with American songs. They can bury our bodies in American wrongs. It's no use, God bless these blues. Let's get wrecked and bruised and battered. I need you, come on, burn right through. Honey, show me I'm not shattered. Neon sign that says Big Bad Love. There's a news hanging down from the heavens above. It's no use, God bless these blues. Let's get wrecked and bruised and battered. I need you, come on, burn right through. Honey, show me I'm not shattered. Slumming out for you an American song. They can bury our bodies in American wrong. So your heart's not a souvenir, but singing from behind a sad veneer. And tell me, did you lose your calling card when they brought the gavel down so hard? Well, it takes a long time to get it back, the bread you paid and the breath you lack. Amen, so be it. Amen, so be it. Amen, so be it. Amen. So they're pulling all the stops out. You better start pulling all your props out, and hope nobody has a sharpened word for such a precious little bluebird. Well, it takes a handshake to get it right, the friends you lost and the wars you fight. Amen, so be it. 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 Amen, amen, amen. Well, I'm staring at the sky with a lump inside my throat. I'm as green as the grass in every song you wrote. Well, babe, I'm afraid I lost it all before you knew I had it. Boxes full of dust are falling from the attic. I threw my love into the ocean, and I found it in the sand. And I need you to tell me who I am. I got you worth the work, I'm running low on tools. I've been worshiping the word of weary, worn-out fools. We stood out on the sidewalk, throwing feathers at the castle. Be careful what you wish for, baby, look a little fragile. And they'll blow smoke in your direction till you don't know where you stand. And I need you to tell me who I am. Well, I never cared for anyone so much. I was born with a bomb inside my gut. You spend so long looking that you never really see. And I need you to tell me what to be. Well, babe, I'm afraid I lost it all before you knew I had it. I only wanted one thing, and I put my faith in magic. I threw my love into the ocean, and I found it in the sand. And I need you to tell me who I am. Do you remember how the church bells rang? How your Sunday dress looked, and how the angels sang? Well, they kept us in a stranglehold. They filled our heads up with fear, and I saw the light in your eyes disappear through the years. Oh, I think I finally found the truth. You gotta kill whatever's been killing you. Oh, Julia. Sunday morning on Main Street, with the walls closing in, we washed the shame from our faces, left from last night's sin. And your mama told me she prayed for me. I think that I understood. She must have seen something in me. I just doubt it was something good. Oh, Julia, I think I finally found the truth. You gotta kill whatever's been killing you. Oh, Julia. just wanna let you know I think I'm finally free. Tell the congregation not to waste their grace on me. Oh, Judah, I think I finally found the truth. You gotta kill whatever's been killing you. Oh, Judah, what you told me still rings true. You gotta kill whatever's been killing you. Oh, Judah. Tonight we ride, right or wrong. Tonight we sail on a radio song. Rescue me, should I go down if I stay too long in trouble town? Oh, yeah, will you wreck me, baby? Yeah, you break me in two, but you move me, honey. Yes, you do. But now and again, I get the feeling, well, if I don't win, I'm gonna break even. Rescue me, should I go wrong? If I did it too deep, if I stayed too long. Oh, yeah, will you wreck me, baby? Yeah, you break me in two, but you move me, honey. Yes, you do. I'll be the boy in the corduroy pants. You be the girl at the high school dance. Run with me wherever I go, but just play dumb, whatever you know. Oh, yeah, you wreck me, baby. Yeah, you break me in two, but you move me, honey. Yes, you do. You wreck me, baby. Yeah, you break me in two. Oh, but you move me, honey. Oh, yes, you do. Thank you all so much.
John Moreland right there. That new one on 4AD is called Big Bad Love. Mr. John Moreland from down in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. Time to bring out the Mountain Stage Band and Julie Adams. The band is, as always, led by Ron Soule up there on the acoustic guitar. Our electric guitar players, Ryan Kennedy and Michael Lipton. Bob Thompson plays the piano. Ahmed Solomon is our drummer. Steve Hill plays the bass. And Julie has chosen a tune written by the late Dave Carter, a man who was on the show some years ago. It's a tune called When I Go. Please say hello to Julie Adams.
Come, lonely hunter, chieftain and king, I will fly like the falcon when I go. Bear me, my brother, under your wing, I will strike, fell like lightning when I go. I will bellow like the thunder drum, invoke the storm of war, a twisting pillar spun of dust and blood up from the prairie floor. I will sweep the foe before me like a gale out on the snow, and the wind will long recount the story, reverence and glory when I go. Spring spirit dancer, nimble and thin, I will leap like coyote when I go. Tireless entrancer, lend me your skin, I will run like the gray wolf when I go. I will climb the rise of daybreak, I will kiss the sky at noon, raise my yearning voice at midnight to my mother in the moon. I will make the lay long defeat, draw the chorus slow, send this message down the wire, hope that someone wise is listening when I go. Red house in the east, you will find a standing stone where long I chanted my release. He will send his morning messenger to strike the hammer blow. I will crumble down uncountable in showers of crimson rubies when I go. Sigh, mournful sister, whisper and turn, I will rattle like dry leaves when I go. Stand in the mist where my fire used to burn, I will camp on the night breeze when I go. And should you glimpse my wandering form out on the borderline between death and resurrection and the council of the pines, do not worry for my comfort, do not sorrow for me so. All your diamond tears will rise up and adorn the sky beside me when I go.
Julie Adams, Mountain Stage Band, with Dave Carter's song, When I Go. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia. Whether you're looking for extreme outdoor adventure, family fun, or an intimate getaway for two, there is something for everyone in the Mountain State. Travel planning and trip ideas are available. Visit go2wv.com. Additional support is provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Remember, if you missed part of Mountain Stage or you just want to hear something again, you can always visit the podcast section of mountainstage.org. Each podcast will include songs we don't have time to fit on the radio, as well as our complete finale song. If you would do us a favor, please subscribe, rate, and review the show on iTunes or wherever it is that you get your podcasts. If you have questions or suggestions for us, our email address is larry@mountainstage.org. You can also, of course, connect with us on Facebook, and you can check out our social media, Tumblr, Instagram, and Twitter. All of these links can be found at mountainstage.org. We like to make different styles comfortable on the same show, and we're going to have a big jump now from what you just heard with John Moreland, kind of rock and roll and roots music, to a music inspired by John Cage, the great avant-garde composer. This band has been with us a couple times before. They're from up in Providence, Rhode Island. The Low Anthem, they had a couple of albums out, and they made a big impression on a whole bunch of people, and for a while, got to be thought of as a kind of a neo-folk band, but they really are much more than that and much bigger than that, and they have bigger ideas. And their latest record is called The Salt Doll Went to Measure the Depth of the Sea. A doll made of salt wanted to know what he was. They said, go to the ocean, you'll find out. And he put his toe in, toe dissolved. Put his foot in, his foot dissolved. By the time he knew who he was totally dissolved in the ocean. Please welcome back to the Mountain Stage, the Low Anthem.
Sandals on the flakes of skin, boner sail. Sandals on the skeleton, boner sail. Silica soda ash, boner sail. Smelted into bottle glass, boner sail. Gliding on her wavy skin, boner sailor, boner bird. Throwing bottles back again, boner sailor, boner bird. Grounded in the crushing surf, boner sailor, boner bird. Bottles round and granular, boner sail, boner bird. Shanton shops that separate, boner sailor, boner bird. In a soap dish mold I wait, boner sailor, boner bird. Dustman's only flakes of skin, boner sailor, boner bird. Sarah's only skeleton, boner sailor. River gray, salty brine, wrapped around corner spine, towards the depths, dull divines, sea of salt, salt like night. Past a wreck of armored planes, where the screen clownfish lay, so it was without a name, Driven by what to know, stepped into the undertow towards the depths, the dawn descends, looking for the ocean's end. And the moon was full and low, riding by the afterglow. Ledger lines, measurements to their dawn, bottle sands. Thank you. Larry asked if I was going to tell the story about the salt doll at all. It's mostly contained in the title of the record, which is to say the salt doll went to measure the depth of the sea. It's sort of like a semi-guided tour down. We consider ourselves like the David Attenboroughs of this little salt molecules world. We're like one step behind it with the camera, trying not to, disturb the experiment. Anyway, the doll is beginning to realize that it's getting smaller. It sees itself getting smaller. There were deserts on the seafloor, mountains higher than any peak you ever seen, up upon dry land as I fall. Give my body back as I fall. Past a sunken empire, seaweed forests swayed, hewing to the limestone road, ancient merchants laid, underwater cyclones tearing at my skin. I see the edges soften as I shed some part back in as I fall. I give my body back as I fall. In the world I'll leave behind, a supper spread does wait, cutlery of silver, salt and pepper shade. The octopus is guarding the fire coral grove, walking on my heels now. The water took my toes as I fall. I give my body back as I fall. 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 Seabird crushed up all their vows. Starlit sideways, bend the bows. The drowsy dowsing dolls are soused. Branches bend so not to break. Breakers leave how much they take. The drowsy vows of dolls awake. When the rolling arms of sun weave their fingers through the reeds, I'll go down the cliffs to see. If salt's father is the sea, I'll go out and know how deep. Across the beach, across the reef. Look and see the desert wide. Listen to the rolling waves calling out to all that gaze. Send a bottle as you die. What lies out beyond the reed is the floor, the salty sheet.
This is our third time playing Mountain Stage. It's been a while since we've been on the road at all. It's very nice to be back. We've had some good experiences here that have led to some friendships, including with these folks.
And I've been keeping a list because, I know you can't wait for the credits, but I can't thank all of these people enough. And I got Paul, Rich, Adam, Joey, Jeff, Chris, Lance, Jimmy, Steve, and last but not least, Larry.
What the band?
I didn't get them. Can't get them all.
Jeff forgot Francis and the band. Below the choppy waves, the salt doll sails in a diving bell, anchor box of nails, the sea. We were cut from the sea. We will become as we make our way to we, to we, to we, to we, to we. Past the coral's end, the desert floor extends. A starlit night leaves the harbor light. Continents adrift, the sea salt sieves as we make our way to we, to we, to we, to we. Does the salt doll meet a starfish? Does the salt doll grow any barnacles? The doll's about the size of a bar of soap. What sort of tools do we make our way to we, 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 See the seas abyssal bend, pupils dark and dilated through the gloom it navigates. Strings of fire, luminescence, cling the walls of coral crescent. Lose your fears and superstition. Please accept a one-way mission. Thank you so much. We have just one more song for you. The story of the Saltall continues, but you'll have to buy the record. Thank you so much.
In the web there spun the spider. Heaven held the shaky rider. Spared to spare those mummied buyers. Spun again of silk inside her. And all the silky threads are tied. Surveys on the ridge projected. Every forking road connected. Wayward weathered maps directed. surface sky reflected, and all the silky roads were dyed to get over only one side. When the morning haze had parted, all desires named and sorted, still they carried on half-hearted, sitting bow-legged on the carpet, and all the silky threads were tied to get over only one side, to get over only one side, to get over only one side.
Thanks so much.
The Low Anthem. From Providence, Rhode Island. Ben Knox Miller on the vocals there. Jeff Prestowski, Florence Grace Wallace, Brian Minto. And the new recording is called The Salt Doll Went to Measure the Depth of the Sea. Additional support for Mountain Stage is provided by Stewart's Opera House, presenting the Nelsonville Music Festival in Nelsonville, Ohio, from May 31st to June 3rd, featuring George Clinton and Parliament Funkadelic, the Decemberists, Ani DeFranco, the Black Angels, and over 60 more acts on 5 stages over 4 days. NelsonvilleFest.org. I'd like to say a special hello to you if you're listening right now over WXLQ, Bristol, Vermont, or WLTR, Columbia, South Carolina. Next show will come to you from Radford University in Radford, Virginia, with help from our friends at WVRU. And it features John Gorka, Sean Camp, the weather station, Dory Freeman, and Scott Miller. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Mountain Stage is supported in part by this station and by West Virginia Public Broadcasting. Hotel accommodations for Mountain Stage guests are provided by the Charleston Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston's retail district. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. Well, thank you. Welcome to the second hour of Mountain Stage. If you're just tuning in, we are glad that you've tuned in. Got a lot of great music still to come on this show. A little bit later, going to be hearing from one of our very favorite singer-songwriters, Mr. James McMurtry. But we're going to start with the young woman you see over here with the guitar in her hand. She comes from out in Los Angeles, grew up in Topanga Canyon there, and was involved early in theater and music. There's a great Shakespeare theater there in Topanga that does it outdoors. Will Gear started that, and I think she was a part of that, as well as a lot of music as a young woman. She's involved in a lot of different projects. One, of course, is called The Bird and the Bee, a very popular duet, and also a trio called The Living Sisters with Eleni Mandel, who's been on the Mountain Stage, and Becky Stark. But she put out her first solo album back in 2006 called All Rise, and it was a sensation out there and around the country. And then she did also a recording with Van Dyke Parks, a man we admire very much and have had on the show one time. So been pursuing her for a little while. She has to take some time off because she has 3 children, 7 years old and younger. So you can't be traipsing around the country when you have that kind of responsibility. But she has a beautiful, beautiful new recording called Dearest Everybody. Please welcome for the first time to the Mountain Stage, Inara George.
Thank you. Thanks so much. I definitely snuck away. I have a sick child at home with his dad, so I flew out this morning. But I wrote this record, and a lot of it's about change, about getting older. And so this song is specifically about that, sort of embracing my new self and saying goodbye to my old self. So here you go. Do you know who you are? I've had so many lives, it gets confusing. And when you come to my door, it's hard to not consider how things could have been. It isn't wrong, it isn't right. It isn't dark, it isn't light. We just wake it up and watch it fly. Last night I solo danced with younger men. Do you remember who I was? I was that girl again. Last night I tried pretending. The beginning. Will you stay up late and tell me how you tried to understand? Just too many mistakes. If there's anyone who could forgive, I'd call out your name. It isn't wrong, dark, it isn't light. We just wake it up and watch it fly. Last night I solo danced with younger men. Do you remember who I was? I was that fool again. Last night I tried pretending. Is the beginning. These days I get you all alone, and we'll shuffle through those memories. could have blasted through those nights, through streets and stars, knowing what we know now. So last night I solo danced with younger men. Do you remember who I was? I was that girl again. Last night I tried pretending, and today I am remembering how the end is the beginning. How the end is the beginning. I loved Low Anthem. Right? Is that what it's? Put me into a really smooth mood. So I put a record out about, I guess, 12 years ago now, and so this is one of the songs off of that record. I'd say it's an oldie but a goodie, but you might not even know the song, so it doesn't really run that risk. I meant to be funny. Life can be hard, but it can be good to you. Saving all your money like a fool, but you know better. It can be cruel. Listen a while and I will sing to you. Pull apart my body and you'll see my heart is beating, and so I'm free. I've been good to you, I've been good to you. Whatever I put you through, no, I've been good to you. Oh, haven't I been good to you? Take up your hands, lift them off your eyes. Wouldn't it be wrong to think you're mad with such a face now? How long and sad I learned away from you, from walking on a line. I keep some poise, but I'm all wrong now. I make no noise. I've been good to you. I've been good to you. Whatever I put you through, now I've been good to you. Oh, haven't I been good? Haven't I been good? Oh, haven't I been good to you? Ooh, 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 ooh. I've been good to you. I've been good to you. Whatever I put you through, now This is my first time here, so I'm excited and I feel grateful and I feel flattered and I feel a little bit nervous, but I think that's yeah. Thank you. And I'm by myself, so which is always exciting. It is actually when you have 3 kids. It's like luxury. So this is sort of a song about having kids. Come bring me a reckless night. I can't remember how that feels. It shakes and it clanks and it kisses off, and in the moment it feels so real. But I've got mouths to feed and I've got memories and I've got no luxury of time. And I've got cars and keys and centuries and too much that I call mine. But I couldn't love you more. That's what all this love is for. It's always an open door. How else could it be? Making sounds as I fall asleep. There's nothing I could say. 4 years old and I think of who you'd be, and there's never not a day. And I've got little hands and big demands and things that I don't need. And I've got piles of dirt and feelings hurt, and sometimes I'm hard to please. But I couldn't love you more. That's what all this love is for. It's always an open door. How else could it be? So I wrote this record, and it's about, as I said, it's about loss and change, and a lot of the songs are for friends, like they're little gifts to my friends who have lost loved ones, and some songs are my own loved ones, and this song I wrote for my producer, Mike Andrews, and his father had passed away, and he was telling me this story about when he passed away. He had some regrets in his life, and he's laying in his bed, and he has 8 kids, all the kids are surrounding him, and he's saying, on my side, and they're like, yes, Dad, we're on your side, and then he's like, no, put me on my side. And I thought that was such a sweet image of just this sort of misunderstanding in that moment that I think probably most of us have experienced when someone's passing away. It's something we all do, and that in moments of grief there are also moments of humor and lightness. So that's what this song is about. Are you on my side? Won't you lay me on my side and let me sleep, or you should tell me everything. I was as young as you are now. I was much younger than you are now, and it went as fast as what they always say. The days are long, a sweet cliche. Oh, I wish I could tell you how many times that I stood with the sun on my face and your words in my mind. You were all, you were all, you all are all that I need. Will you kiss my face? Will you close my eyes? Will you dress me like a child? And will you carry me and dance and sing and cry? Oh, I wish I could tell you how many times that I stood with the sun on my face and your words in my mind. You were all, you were all, you all are all that I All right. You like the stories, I can tell. Makes the songs a little more personalized. So I'm going to play a couple more songs. I'm trying to think. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys. I have a song that's like real sweet and pretty. Not like any other ones aren't sweet and pretty, I suppose. Or there's one that's a little more sarcastic. What would you like? Sweet and pretty? Sarcastic. You're like, screw this sweet and pretty stuff. Like, I need a little edge. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is also from my first record. Okay. Everybody wants to be a genius. You're not the only one with all the things that you might do. Which one of them will you get to tomorrow when you wake up? Then you'll show them. Nobody wants to break your heart. You do it on your own. There's nothing wrong with you. It ain't nothing you had that they took away. But all the time you waited for what's owed to you. Wanna fight, they will fight you blue. You wanna lie, who will lie with you? You're the only one waiting for a sign. So you're the only one. So you're the only one. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba, ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba, ba-ba-da-ba. Everyone's had some situation. Keep it to yourself. There's no need to answer questions. Your lies have spoiled two confessions, and all the time you've waited won't come back to you. Wanna fight, they will fight you blue. You wanna lie, who will lie with you? You're the only one waiting for a sign. So you're Everybody wants to be a genius. All right. I'm terrible with names, so I'm just going to say, I'm going to invite the band on. I'm not going to tell you what their names are because you probably already know what their names are. Because I can maybe say a couple, and then it's not what I'm good at. Name remembering. It's a bad quality, I know. Thank you guys for coming on stage with me. Can I? So we're gonna play one more song. This is a song off my my new record, and we're getting back into the sad, sweet, hopeful realm. So I hope you're cool with that. But there's drums, so it might offset things a little. All right, thank you so much for having me. I feel very blessed. All right. Being gone for so long, my heart forever a little broken. So many nights I've woken from a dream that you came back to me. So won't you please, 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 release me. Doing the best that I can. I've spent my life in the shadow of a man. Now I wanna be the writer of this song, and a love, not just a longing, and a world that is just calling me to be free. Only I know what we had between us. Some people don't believe us. The things that have been spoken would leave anyone heartbroken. But never mind, I'm still a survivor. But I'm begging to be lighter. It's all on me to set this free. So won't you please, 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 please.
Inara George right there. And that's a tune from her latest CD. It's quite a beautiful CD called Dearest Everybody. She lives out in Los Angeles, and I'm certainly glad she was able to get away and make the trip across the country to see us. Well, long before I'd ever heard of Spike Lee, I certainly knew of his father, Bill Lee, who was a jazz bassist. He also played bass on a whole lot of folk recordings way back when in the 60s and maybe even the late 50s. People like Judy Collins and the Chad Mitchell Trio and various folks. Bill seemed to be the bass player on call. But he wrote a tune for his son's movie title song called Mo Better Blues. And you're going to hear that tune right now from the man over there. Please welcome Mr. Bob Thompson. Bob Thompson with the Bill Lee song, Mo Better Blues. Colortones.com, that's where you find his music. You're listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. Major funding for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser, LLP, a nationwide law firm born in West Virginia with offices in Charleston, Philadelphia, St. Louis, Morgantown, D.C., Boston, Alabama, and Delaware. Details at baileyglasser.com. And by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia, whether you're looking for extreme outdoor adventure, family fun, or an intimate getaway for two, there's something for everyone in the Mountain State. Travel planning and trip ideas available. Visit go2wv.com. Additional support is provided by the Charleston, West Virginia Convention and Visitors Bureau, showing the world why Charleston is hip, historic, and almost heaven. Your adventure starts online at charlestonwv.com. This is Mountain Stage on NPR. We hope you will check out our website, mountainstage.org. You can find links there to our podcast, and you can follow us on just about every form of social media. And someday we hope that you will follow us to the live theater and see us as we record a Mountain Stage. You can find out where we're going to be and get your tickets to be part of the audience right on the website, mountainstage.org. You can hear Mountain Stage guest performances, including songs we don't have time to fit on the radio, at NPR Music. That online address is npr.org/Mountain Stage. You hear a lot that songs are like short stories, and they can be, but not everybody can really make them into a good short story. But our next guest has been doing that for 3 decades. I know, because he first came to see us in 1989. He can create a character, he can set a scene, and give you the kind of details and feelings that make you have an experience instead of just listen to a song. His latest recording is called Complicated Game. Welcome back to the Mountain Stage, Mr. James McMurtry.
How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, Clara kept her Bible right next to the phone in case she needed a quote when she talked to someone. In my memory she smiles as the blessing is said, and visions of freeze tag dance in my head. She says, I'll grow up big if I eat all my roast. I'll still believe in heaven, but I won't believe in ghosts anymore. I'll put away childish things. I'll put away childish things. And every other weekend, age of 13, with my fishing pole and my field and stream, riding back home on the trailway bus, I looked out the window till I saw too much, and I called my parents by their own first names. I played in the alley, but I didn't play the game anymore. I put away childish things. I put away childish things. The wolves howl all night long. They won't won't stop and they won't go home. Beneath my window they run. Probably it'll be alright if I keep it all locked up tight and wait till daylight comes. Now my boy goes like a house on fire. He'll never burn out and he'll never retire. I remember when I used to think like that, when I was young and the world was flat. But I'm 40-some now, and man, I don't care. All I want now is just a comfortable chair and to sell all my stock and live on the coast. I don't believe in heaven, but I still believe in ghosts. I put away childish things. 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 The wolves howl all night long. They won't stop and they won't go home. Beneath my window they run. Probably it'll be alright if I keep it all locked up tight. Wait till daylight comes. If I wait till daylight comes. Last time I saw you could have been Christmas Eve, could have been someone's birthday, could have been make-believe. For all I know, could have been make-believe. Last time I saw you, you had the room upstairs. I never knew for certain what went on up there. No one ever did know what went on up there. Of course you had that boyfriend with the Chevrolet. He never met Will Rogers, I'd be willing to say. It's safe to say he never met Will Rogers. And I guess it must have been 1,000 years since I changed my number. Does it mean a thing when the phone don't ring and I don't call back? I can't help but wonder sometimes. I never got to know you like I wanted to. You never seemed to notice how I looked at you. For all I know, you never even noticed. Tim Moulton. crowds all scattered to here and young. Everybody graduated, or they just moved on. For all I know, they just moved on. I guess it must have been 1,000 years since I lost your number. Gonna rest my soul by this fishing hole. Gonna watch that pole till the float goes under. Last time I saw you could have been Christmas Eve, could have been someone's birthday, could have been make-believe. For all I know, could have been make-believe. For all I know, could have been make-believe. Thank you. We got Jeff Botto on the drums back here. Cornbread on the bass. Tim Holt over here on a couple of instruments that he plays. This song here got me a mention in the failing New York Times about a year ago. Makes me an active participant in the fake news industry. We used to have another term for that. We used to call it a free press. Honey, don't you be yelling at me when I'm cleaning my gun. I'll wash the blood off the tailgate when deer season's done. We got one more weekend to go, and I'd like to kill one more doe. So I'll shovel the sidewalk again, 'cause you're still in a stew. And I'll bet the bridge tender's widow won't mind that I can't please you. She sure got the run of the men out here where the pickings are thin and there's not much to do. And I woke up last night in the grip of a fright, scared to breathe, for I might make a noise. For this life that we crave, so little we say, between the grandparents' graves and the grandchildren's toys. And we grew up hard, and our children don't know what that means. We turned into our parents before we were out of our teens. Through a series of Chevys and Fords, the occasional spin round the floor at the Copper Canteen. Now the big boxes out on the bypass are shaving us thin. I guess we can hold on a couple more years till the pension kicks in. Then we'll sell all the stock in the store, leave only the lock on the door, and wonder what then. When I wake up at night in the grip of a fright, and you hold me so tight to your chest, and your breath on my skin still pulls me back in till I'm weightless and then I can rest. So if Monsignor should pull you aside as you're leaving the church, and I'm out on the ice dropping lines for the walleye and perch, tell him it's not your job to bring me to the fold, and I'd rather stand out in the cold. And honey, I know the wood pile's low and we can't close the flue, so I'll split up a couple more chords for the winter time's through. Hold on to your rosary beads, leave me to my mischievous deeds like we always do. Thank you. To celebrate undying faith, we're gathered here like drifted wrecks for a late September wedding, October breathing down our necks. And I knew this town in another time. I knew this town a younger man, with the world in my hip pocket, a subway token in my hand. And you got to me. And they got candlelight, a reggae band, champagne by the bucket load, limos lined up down the curb to take us where we need to go. And I need to go somewhere I've been to find the place I lost the trail way back then, so long ago. I don't suppose you even know you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. You got to me. We danced between the snowflakes falling, tripping on the cobblestones on the trolley tracks. We had it all then. Christmas break, your roommate's gone. We stoked the fire and let it burn until the embers glowed in the morning light. Trust in the tangle of skin on skin, and I've known quite that feeling since you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. I didn't know, but we were not to be. But I know a thing or two now. The wedding party's raging, yes. The old and desperate misbehave. The limo smells like cocaine sweat, cheap cologne and aftershave. And it's gotta be one of these row house doors. I knew the number long ago. I'll step out on the curb, tell the driver just go on and go. And you got to be. Brought all this empty down on top of me. I didn't know, but we were not to be. But I know The paper boy wants to smoke, leans his back against a tree. He's tired and cold and broken, he don't know what to make of me. Standing here in my three-piece suit, standing here just like I am, with my vest unbuttoned and my necktie loose, impervious to all abuse, and you got to me. Brought all this empty down on top of me. Hop on $1,000 odyssey, and I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. Yeah, I know a thing or two now. There's a little town on the Texas coast, which I think at one time may have been called Palacios, but the modern day Texans pronounce it Palacios. Only the Virginians can outdo us for mispronouncing Spanish. They got a town over there they call Buena Vista. Come on, people. The California's got some good ones. They got San Rafael, Vallejo, Paso Robles. But we come in, we're right up there with them. We got San Jacinto, San Felipe, and we got Palacios, which just happens to kind of rhyme with fascist. And I don't know, there might not be a single fascist living anywhere near Palacios, Texas. I don't know. I work with rhyme and meter. If I pay too much attention to reality, I never get a song written. So I wrote this song because it rhymes mostly, and I guess if we would teach our kids proper Spanish pronunciation, I never would have got this song. So anyway, my brother's a fascist, lives in Palacios, fishes the pier every night. He holsters his Glock in a double retention. He smokes while he waits for a bite. He don't like the Muslims, he don't like the Jews, he don't like the blacks, and he don't trust the news. He hates the Hispanics and alternate views. He'll tell you it's tough to be white. My sister's a Christian, she likes to go fishing. She don't mind my brother at all. He puts her on redfish and flounder and trout, and they tear up the flats in the fall. She gets back to Dallas all sunburnt and sour, worn out from slinging plugs hour after hour, seeing spots when she closes her eyes in the shower. She don't see a conflict at all. It's the State of the Union, I guess. It's always been iffy at best. And we're all in the family, the cursed and the blessed. It's the State of the Union, I guess. Now mother turned 80, consummate lady. We took her to Golden Corral, 'cause she likes the yeast rolls and Bourbon Street chicken. We oughta known better by now, 'cause me and my brother got into it good. I called him a hick and he called me a hood, and he said Dad always treated his Mexicans good. I guess you think you're better somehow. Yeah, you think you're better, cardigan sweater. snowflake if ever there was. You think you're so cool, you did good in school, you got whipped every day on the bus. Sister lit out for the shouting got worse. Went to Wednesday night prayer at that new Christian church with a cross on her neck and a 9 in her purse. She might be the wisest of us. And it's the State of the Union, I say. Christmas dinner could be hell to pay. So how about those cowboys and have a blessed day? It's the State of the Union, I say. It's the State of the Union, I guess. And we're all in a hell of a mess. And we'll do what we're able with all we got left. It's the State of the Union, I guess. We'll do all we're able with what we got left. It's the State of the Union, I guess. Thank you. We dug out some old material. This one here is so old a whole generation has been born and grown to adulthood since I put it out. We'll leave you with this. It's been nice being here again. I'd like to thank Larry and Julie and everybody. Yeah, this song, we hoped it would be a big radio hit back in 1989. I guess I honestly thought I could compete with Milli Vanilli and Backstreet Boys and all that. Youthful optimism's a hell of a drug, isn't it? The gates of the schoolyard are padlocked and chained to keep all the children in out of the rain. The art teacher's preaching the virtues of pastel shades. You pay no attention, but it won't hurt your grades, 'cause you're painting by numbers, connecting the dots. They don't have to tell you, you don't call the shots. You jump when they say jump, you don't ask how high. 'Cause painting by numbers, they know you'll get by. Painting by numbers, they know you'll get by. You take a position in the old man's firm. He signs all the papers, you agree to the terms. And they let you run errands, you don't get days off. You take out the garbage and hope it pays off, 'cause you're painting by numbers, connecting the dots. You work from the neck down, you don't call the shots. You jump when they say jump, you don't ask how high. 'Cause painting by numbers, you know you'll get by. Painting by numbers, you know you'll get by. You might be in grad school up at MIT. You might be down in the canal zone being all that you can be. You might get to thinking you're ahead of the game. But when you break it all down, it all comes out the same. You're painting by numbers, connecting the dots. You work from the neck down, you don't call the shots. You jump when they say jump, you don't ask how high. 'Cause painting by numbers, you know you'll get by. We're painting by numbers, connecting the dots. We work from the neck down as often as not. We jump when they say jump, we don't ask how high. 'Cause painting by numbers, we know we'll get by. Painting by numbers, we know we'll get by. Painting by numbers, we know we'll get by. Thank you so much. Yeah, we can do one more. You're too kind, Larry. No, really. We've been driving around the country doing gigs with John Moreland and his band. And we're learning a lot. Those guys can play. We'll be with them tomorrow night at the Birchmere in Alexandria, Virginia. Find yourselves in Austin, Texas on a Wednesday. We're usually at the Continental Club. Come see us. I guess we knew the cards were stacked. Started out the best of friends, and we beat that highway till it quit beating back. Didn't mean much in the end. Some you win, some you lose, some you throw away. We headed south across those Colorado plains, just as empty as the day. And we looked around at all we saw, and all we'd hoped to see. Looking out through the bugs on the windshield, somebody said to me, no more buffalo, blue skies are open road. No more rodeo, no more noise. Take this Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toys. Don't chase that carrot till it makes you sick. What you think you're gonna prove? Just let it dangle till it falls off the stick. That's when you make your move. Don't go chasing after shooting stars. trying to make yourself a name. You could joust at windmills with that old Fender guitar. Probably do about the same. No more Buffalo, blue skies are open road. No more rodeo for these old boys. Take my Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toy. Never thought they'd ever doubt my words. I guess they were just too tired to care. I'd point to the horizon, to the dust of the herds, still hovering in the air. And somebody said it ain't any such. Man, you wish so hard, you're scaring me. 'Cause those are combines kicking up that dust. But you can see what you want to see, and go on chasing after what used to be there. Top that rise and face the pain. But man, they were here, I swear. Not just these bleaching bones stretching across the plain. No more Buffalo, blue skies are open road. No more rodeo for this old boy. Take my Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toy. No more Buffalo, blue skies are open road. No more rock and rolls, we all know it. Take my Cadillac, park it out and back. Mama's calling, put away the toy. Thank you. Travel safe.
James McMurtry. One of the best right there, folks. Mr. James McMurtry, songwriter, singer, guitar player, and a great band, too. Complicated Game is the name of his most recent recording, but all of his recordings are truly great. Great songwriting and great production. I don't know. I love James McMurtry. He knows very well he can come back here anytime he wants to. Our thanks to James McMurtry. Our thanks to Inara George. Our thanks to the Low Anthem. And our thanks to John Moreland. And thanks to you folks for coming out and being with us at the Culture Center Theater in Charleston, West Virginia. And of course, as always, special thanks to you listening there on the radio, because without you, there would be no Mountain Stage. We never, ever forget that. We hope you'll be listening next week. We'll be coming to you from Radford, Virginia, Radford University, with John Gorka, Sean Camp, the Weather Station, Dory Freeman, and Scott Miller. Mountain Stage is produced by Larry Gross and Adam Harris. Associate producers are Jeff Shirley and Vasilia Skouras. Assistant producers Alexis Palmer. Our production manager is Paul Flaherty. We're engineered by Francis Fisher, Richie Collins, Jim Raines, and Patrick Stevens, with production assistance from Michael Lipton, Joey Ansel, Mary Lee, Lance Schrader, Chris Speed, and Woogie. Photographic services are provided by Brian Blauser. Promotions are coordinated by Vasilia Skouras, Adam Harris, and Music in Motion Promotions. Special thanks to Mountain Stage members Walter and Sean Williams for their generous support. Lodging is provided by the Marriott Town Center Hotel, centrally located for the business and pleasure traveler in downtown Charleston. Why don't you go out and hear some live music wherever you are. You've been listening to Mountain Stage, live performance radio from the Mountain State of West Virginia. This is a song dedicated to all the working people out there in West Virginia and around the country, and it was written by Inara's father, Lowell George. I've wanted to sing this song on the show for a long time. Now we got the perfect reason to do it. If you lived through the 60s and early 70s, I imagine you remember this. I've been warped by the rain, driven by the snow. I'm drunk and dirty, but don't you know I'm still willing. Out on the road late last night, seen my pretty Alice in never headlight. Alice, 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 everybody. I've been from Tucson to Tucumcari, to Tehachapi to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back road so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me wheat, white and white, show me a sign, well, I'll be willing to be moving. Play it, Mikey. Brian Kennedy. Play it, Tim. Come on, Ron. Bob Thompson on the piano. Come on, Brian, play the harp. Let's hear this violin now. Let's hear Nora sing a verse for us now.
I've been kicked by the wind, robbed by the sleet, had my head stoved in, but I'm still on my feet and I'm still willing. I smuggled some smokes and folks from Mexico, baked by the sun every time I go to Mexico, and I'm still.
From Tucson to Tucumcari, to Tehachapi to Tonopah, driven every kind of rig that's ever been made, driven the back road so I wouldn't get weighed. And if you give me wheat, white and white, show me a sign, I'll be willing to be moving. Yes, I'll be willing
Support for Mountain Stage is provided by Bailey and Glasser and by Wild, Wonderful West Virginia. This is NPR.